using the high intent based keywords rather than the keywords with the huge search volume. Have the budget based on the CPC product.
If we have a good conversion history, can we use broad match to that scenario?
Then we need to use exact matches.
How do you measure the success of Google Ads campaign?
All 15 headlines will not gonna give us a conversion, and there will be only a handful of them that will be converting the most. The ad copy should have the keyword in the headline 1.
Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel, and we will be answering questions from Emmy sir. So Emmy sir, first question is, how do you determine the best keywords to target in the Google Ads campaign?
So now the thing with the keyword is that we cannot identify the keyword that will be gonna bring us the conversions in future. So from the Google AdWords perspective, we have to make sure that we are using the high intent based keywords rather than the keywords with the huge search volume. Because when the search volume is high, that means the competition will also be higher and we may have to pay a higher CPC. So the keyword that we need to choose should be high intent, meaning suppose that we are selling basketballs. We don't need to target the keyword like basketball. We need to target the keyword like buy basketball online. So that means the intent is there. So the keyword with the high intent, we should be choosing those.
Okay, so sir, basically all the keywords which have some sort of intent we should be using those keywords.
Yeah, for the setup of the campaigns, we need to use the high intent ones so that we have much more chances of getting the conversions as well.
So the second question is, what factor do you consider when setting up a budget for a Google Ads campaign?
So now to actually set up a budget or to give the budget to the client, the main factor that we need to include is the competition and also the cost per click. Because suppose that we have the cost per click of around $15 to $20, so we cannot recommend the budget of $500 for that type of account. So we need to go higher in terms of the monthly budget. So for example, if we have the CPC of around $1 or below $1, then we can give them the budget of around $500 to $600 for the month, so that we can get enough clicks from the campaign to actually do the optimizations. But for the higher CPC ones, we need to have the budget based on the CPC. So considering the CPC of like $15 to $20, we recommend the budget of around $1,500 to $2,000 so that we can get enough clicks to do the optimization of the campaign and to also get the results as well.
Okay, so sir, it totally depends upon the CPC when we are adjusting the budget.
Yeah, exactly.
The third question is, can you explain the difference between broad match, phrase match and exact match keywords in Google Ads?
So now these are the keyword and match types we have for the Google AdWords campaign. The word broad match means that suppose that we have the keyword buy basketball. So although we have the keyword buy basketball, but the ads can be shown for the keyword like basketball, which may not be relevant, but it can be the fact that the visitor, they are doing some kind of research and they may not be able to buy the product. The second match type was a phrase match. Suppose that we have the keyword buy basketball. So for the search term like buy basketball online or buy basketball from the shop, so the ads will be showing for these kind of search term. The two words that we have should be there in the phrase, and we can have some words before that and then we can have some words after that. That's how the phrase match work. The other type of match type was the exact match. Suppose that we have the keyword, the same one, buy basketball. The ad should show for the word buy basketball only. We don't expect the ad to show for the search term other than that, but because of the algorithm that Google have made some changes very recently, there may be some other search term that the ads will be showing for, but technically the ad should show for the word buy basketball only.
Okay. So sir, what are the scenario to use these match types? So let's say if we have a good conversion history, can we use broad match to that scenario?
No. So the thing is that we don't need to use the broad match, because the broad match can also mean the click are not relevant to what we offer. So if we have good search volume, then we need to use exact matches. But if the search volume is not there and we are just not able to spend the money, then we use phrase match. But still, when we are just not getting any clicks at all, even with the high bidding and the high budget, then we need to use a broad match. But in the PPC world, we very rarely use broad match keywords.
So in short, we should avoid broad match, rather we should use phrase or exact match types.
Exactly, as much as possible.
So the fourth question is, sir, how do you measure the success of Google Ads campaign?
So now this actually depends on the type of website we have. So for example, when we are talking about the e-commerce website, the main factor that we need to include is basically the conversion rate or the ROAS from the campaign. Because for any e-commerce website owner, the only thing that they care is about the sales that they are getting and also the ROAS from those sales. So for any e-commerce website, the major factor should be the ROAS. So now on the other side of things, which are like for the lead generation website, we need to talk about the leads that we are getting. Also, we need to talk about the cost per conversion that we are getting. These two are the main factor, but the most important factor should be the quality of the leads, because we can have 50 to 75 leads, and when those leads are just not good at all, those leads are not relevant, then those leads are of zero value to our client. So for any lead generation client, we need to have quality leads, and then we need to care about the number of conversions and the cost per conversion from them.
Okay, understood, sir. So when you mention the quality of leads, sir, do you think the PMax is good to use for the lead generation campaigns? Because as recently we heard from so many clients that the quality of leads when we use the PMax is not that great.
Yeah, there can be a lot of factors, because for the PMax what happen is that there may be the ads are showing for the branded search terms. So now the branded search terms means that those are the visitors that may have already been our customers, or they may have already been to the website and then they have filled the form, and then they may have duplicatedly filled the form. So that can be one of the main reasons that the leads are not of good quality, because the branded one, they already are our customers, so we don't really need to consider that as a new lead. The other thing is that sometimes for the PMax one, there may be the ads may be showing on some other content network or from the search partners as well, wherein we usually get a lot of leads, but the lead quality may not be that good, because the leads may be coming from the third party search engines, which sometimes don't make sense. So these are the primary reasons that we can see the leads from the PMax are not of good quality, but that does not mean that the leads are always very bad. We have to test things out and then see what works best for our business. Then based on the ROI, we need to see where we need to focus our budgets going forward.
Okay. So sir, the next question is, what strategy do you use to optimize ad performance and increase click-through rate?
So now for the ad performance, what happens is that suppose that we are using the responsive search ads. In the responsive search ads, we have around 15 headlines and 4 description lines. All 15 headlines will not gonna give us a conversion, and they will be only a handful of them that will be converting the most. But the way that the responsive ads are set up, we just are not able to see which one of those 15 headlines are converting for us. So from our strategy, what we do is we normally write down few ads. So for example, we write down 2 or 3 ads per ad group. We have around 5 to 6 headlines and then 2 or 3 description lines. That way, over the period of time, we will be able to see what kind of headlines are bringing us the conversions, and then we will just try to replicate that by making some more changes and then adding the variation of the best performing one. So now that's how we do the optimization for the ads. To improve the CTR, what we need to do is we need to have like the dynamic keyword insertion. That way the visitor search term will get replaced in the headline one, and we used to get much better CTR from the ads. Also, we need to make sure that we are using the keywords in the headline, we are using the keywords in the description, and we are using the keyword in the path 1 and path 2. Then we already have better quality score. We will have better quality score. The ads will be showing at the top positions, and hence the CTR will also be very good.
Okay, so basically we will have to take care of the headlines and descriptions that should be as per as user perspective.
Yeah.
So the next question is, how important ad copy writing is in Google Ads, and what tips do you have for writing compelling ad copies?
So now this is one of the most important questions that we have been asked most often. The ad copy should have the keyword in the headline 1. The keyword should be pinned so that the keyword should always be showing in the headline 1. And then we need to have the unique selling points for the ads. We need to see what are all the unique selling points. It can be get extra 500 off on the roofing side of things, and then get extra 10% off for any purchase of our product. That is a unique selling point. The third headline should show the call to action, meaning what action the visitor should take whenever they go to the website. It can be like the call us now, or shop online, order online, and then the same thing in the description. The description 1 should have the keyword. The description 1 should have what service we offer. The description 2 should have the unique selling point plus the call to action. That way we can also add a few things on the unique selling points or some special info that actually stand us out so as compared to the competitors. And that way we can have a very good ad copy, and then once we get the good CTR, once we get the good quality score, then the CPC will also be on the lower side. Then we also have much more chances of getting the conversions within the same spend.
Okay, so sir, I have one more question. What tools we use to steal or see the ad copies of competitors?
Yeah, there are quite a few things that we can do. So for example, we can use a VPN, and then we can select the city name, and there we can just type in our core keywords to see the competitor's ad. And that is the first thing that we can do. Second thing is that there is a tool in the AdWords account itself. It is the ad preview tool. So over there we just need to add in the search term, just need to select the city, and then we should be able to see the competitor's ad for the search term that we are using in the tool.
So I hope the information shared by Ami sir was helpful and informative. If you still have any questions, you can write us in the comment box and we will get back to you on those questions. Please do like, share and subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to hit the like button.